works. Interesting. Okay, now that I know this works. Fantastic. Okay, see, that's interesting. YouTube says my viewers shouldn't be able to see shit unless I'm live. Apparently it's saying I'm live now. Now my curiosity is, scenes work. Interesting. Interesting. So like react with something in the chat if you can hear me. I think they have like emojis on this platform. Like react with like the fucking. So like react with the. They call this the elbow cough. You can hear me. React with like the dab emote if you can hear me. Platform like react with like the fucking. So like react with the. They call this the elbow cough. You can hear me. React with like the dab emote if you can hear me. I think. Oh, okay. People are saying you can hear me. Okay, that's cool. I need to turn my TV off. So I accidentally started early. Oops. I think. Oh, okay. People are saying you can hear me. There's all the dabs. Oh, that's hilarious. I need to turn my TV off. So I accidentally started early. Oops. React with something if I can hear you. I don't think I have anything to react with. I'm echoing because it's the room I'm in. I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. I'm kind of at the mercy of the audio environment that my desktop is set up in. I'm echoing because it's the room I'm in. Suffering with that. Much about that, unfortunately. I'm kind of at the mercy of the audio environment that my desktop is set up in. I'm echoing because it's the room I'm in. Suffering with that. I think I might have 2 audio sources going. I'm kind of at the mercy of the way to hear myself? Hold on. My desktop is set up in. I'm echoing because it's the room I'm in. Suffering with that. I think I might have 2 audio sources going. I'm kind of at the mercy of the way to hear myself? Hold on. My desktop is set up in. I'm echoing because it's the room I'm in. Suffering with that. I think I might have 2 audio sources going. The way to hear myself? Hold on. Working on it. Hold on. Working on it. Hold on. Working on it. Hold on. Don't make this easy to use. Why am I getting echoes? Don't make this easy to use. Why am I getting echoes? Don't make this easy to use. Why am I getting echoes? Okay, I'm testing this now. Can you, am I still echoing or am I good? That I think I've now muted all external sources that could be repeating my voice. I think I should be okay now. Like react with the stupid dab emote. I'm good. People are saying I'm good. All right, fantastic. All right, that's cool. Echo is gone. All right. So, oops, I started early. I didn't mean to start early. Hold on. I need to. Do I start now? It's like 50 minutes early. I mean, I can just have some one-on-one time with y'all, I guess. There's all the fucking dab emotes. Like get some water. Hold on, can I play music too? I think YouTube might not appreciate if I play music while I do this. What's like some stuff that would like not get me copyrights in music. People are noticing the Bionicles in the back. I have those. Actually, I have all of them. There's 2 shelves. Can't really see them all. I mean, I can kind of adjust the angle a bit. There they all are, and in their full glory. So there you go. There. Oop. Bag. Yeah, I could do some lo-fi. I can pull something up there. Let's do the SpongeBob soundtrack. I could do the TF2 OST. That could work. Let's see how this works. All right, let's. Which is I keep thinking I'm on Twitch because I have OBS open. How am I consistently handsome? Any tips? Take care of yourself. It works wonders for you. I don't really need these headphones. I need to use my earbuds is what I need to use. I don't want to mess up my hair. Hold on, hopefully it doesn't fuck up my audio source. Shouldn't fuck it. It might. Think we're good. Let's put this back in. Go. Can you guys hear music now? React with the stupid dab emote again if you can. How's the weather out there? Weather's good here now. Fall is here, so we're not suffering anymore. We're not sweating to death in like the 100-degree heat, you know? It used to be, it was way worse before. Actually, hold on, let me do something else. I think you should now be able to see my desktop screen when I shrink this down. You should be able to, anyway. Get rid of that. Yep, there it goes. Alright, cool. You're suffering bad there? What's going on there? Yeah, I'll turn the music up a little bit. I don't want it to be like too loud. It's like YouTube's like, oh, you can't have this. Wow. Okay, cool. So you can see my desktop screen now, which is perfect. Because I kind of dumped all of the Q&A questions into this folder. I just took screenshots. I might not answer all of them because there's so many. And I also like think I should try to take questions from the audience because I feel like that's fair because you guys are like here now. So yeah, Minecraft's right here. I like Minecraft. It's a fun game. I'll bring myself back up to size here. What is incredibly nice about this is that I can use OBS with this. Go with. This will do nicely. Certified hood classic. You look like my grandfather looked when he was in his 20s. I feel like I get that a lot. Everyone like akins me to like a man of the past. Everyone thinks I look like I don't belong in this era. Very weird. Height reveal? Height reveal? Okay, here we go. Alright. Alright, there. Standing. Just get that out of the way. There you go. Standing. Favorite color? I feel like that should be evident at this point. My favorite color is orange. I like orange a lot. That's my favorite color. But no, not actually. Let me actually like stand up. So it's a little difficult to. I can't really show my height because it's just the camera. So I don't know what I can do about that. Take from this image what you will. I don't know. This will do. Will it work? I can't really show that I'm like 3 feet 7 inches tall. I'm wearing boxers? No, I'm wearing shorts, man. Sit back down. I'm at least 6 Bionicles tall. How tall is my chair? It's at least 2 feet tall. What is my favorite Bionicle? That's an easy answer. That's an easy answer for that one right there. So this is my favorite one right here. My favorite is Axon from 2006. I like this guy a lot. He's definitely my favorite by far. Apparently I'm a girl now because I have long hair. At 5'3", 57 pounds. Show you what's in the Q&A folder? I'll get to that in a second. I gotta figure out like a good way to go through them all. So I just like click on one. It's like there you go. I like this question a lot. Everyone, like at least 10 people asked me the same question. What am I moving here? My desktop. What is this? I don't know what this is. Get rid of that. Could have moved that out of the way. So like 10 people asked me the same question. How are you? It's adorable. I'm doing good. It's like, hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Doing A-okay. Rocking it, man. Doing swell. Doing fantastic. Okay, admittedly, so far, this stream is a fuck up because I had scheduled this for 12:30, but I guess I'm just live now. Hold on. Let me adjust something here. I'm gonna leave the stream, then I'm gonna go and start it again. Because now I have this one, I have another one scheduled. Hold on, let me exit. Is it still saying I'm live? I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Can I go live this way? I think it's still saying I'm live right now, I believe. Nope, it still says I'm here. Okay, what the fuck is going on? How does this work? Hold on, screw it. I'm just gonna adjust what this one says. Hold on. Live Q&A trying YouTube today. I don't know, just live Q&A. We'll just go with that. Live Q&A. We'll keep the title simple. I swear to God, if it like forces me out of this window and then into like the other live stream, I don't know what's going on. Help me, God. I need an adult. I need someone to guide me. Show us the body pillow collection. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. I'm not 100% familiar with what YouTube's rules are and what is and is not considered appropriate. So, not really sure. What's incredibly unfortunate now, hold on, I think I can open up another tab and go to my YouTube studio and then get rid of the other live stream. This does not mean that I'm streaming on YouTube from now on, by the way. This is just a simple hold on, can I get rid of this one? I think I can. Okay, I can actually delete this. Hold on. More actions, delete forever. Delete forever. Okay, so that's gone. Alright, that's gone. Cool. Elbow reveal. There you go. There are my elbows. Yeah, drink water. Drinking water is very important. Oh God, comfortably love. Damn, you're really throwing Bionicle movie quotes at me, man? Fucking Bionicle movie quotes? Come on, dude. Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen the Bionicle movies? Have you seen the first one? The Bionicle movies they're a fucking trip, man. They're wild. No, these are blue light glasses. I use these so I don't get, you know, My eyes don't get screwed up. These aren't actual glasses. I have 20/20 vision. I see fine, but these are just for blue light. I guess I'll start taking questions, I guess. I'll start taking questions, why not? And then I'll go through some of the ones I have inside of this folder. I saw one in chat. How was your time at Texas A&M? I am a freshman there right now. A&M was good. A&M was really good. I had a really good time there. I was there for 7 years, and I got my degree in geophysics from there, and then I got my master's degree in geophysics from there as well, over the course of 7 years. And for the most part, it was pretty smooth. The sooner you start interacting with people inside of your department, the better. Faculty and staff, you know, kind of start building your network, start talking with people. And I mean, it's really nice there, you know. Just be sure to go out and socialize. Socializing is very important. I mean, understandably, it's hard to do right now because of, you know, the disease, you know. But just, it's important to speak with people. Don't like be a recluse like I was, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time. Talk with people. A&M's great. A lot of friendly people, a lot of good places to eat. But it's actually very important to get out of College Station sometimes, because it's a college town. There's not much to do. So, but it was good. Planning any collab videos with YouTubers? Okay, that was a question I got a lot on the YouTube announcement for the Q&A. Is a lot of people were curious, like, am I friends with any other TF2 YouTubers, and do I want to do any collaboration work? The answer to both of those is no. I'm really only friends with R, who, you know, Blue Cat Boy, who does a lot of very good informational videos about TF2, you know, things about, you know, you all know him for default settings, right? He's a good friend of mine, but aside from that, I really don't talk to any of the content creators, aside from a few artists. You know, if you're familiar with either Chloe Mew or Alex, I speak to them every now and again, but beyond that, not really. And I kind of prefer to keep it that way, because I like doing my own thing, you know? And it kind of gives me the creative freedom to do whatever I want. Because the problem with collaborations is you're kind of at the mercy of what everyone's gonna want to do, and you have to kind of restrict yourself with what you want to make and what you want to create. So I kind of like just keeping to myself, you know, and just, you know, making what I want to make. The only time that I was confronted for a collaboration, it was a very sour experience. I'm not going to name any names, but they came to me and they basically said, hey, you do all of the work, you do all of the editing, I'm just going to send voice lines over, you put them in the video, and I'm going to take all the credit. And I'm just like, no, this is not a high school group project. I'm a grown man. I don't have time for that. So no, thank you. So collaboration work is really not going to be on the horizon for me. I'm not saying I don't want to talk with other content creators. I'm just saying that when it comes to my more heavily edited content, I'm just gonna stick to myself, right? I mean, if I'm just screwing around, you know, messing around, playing the game with somebody else, sure, I'm open to that. But when it comes to actually like breaking down and editing a video, again, I'm just gonna keep to myself. So, you know. Metallica, I like Metallica. Do I have any of the Tahunga? Yes, I have all of the Tahunga in the other room. Comfortably Lum. I have the whole collection is in here. I have one of every single Bionicle that was ever made. I have a full 100% complete collection. I just don't have room for all of them on the shelves here. There's a lot of them over in the other room. So. What part of the Evangelion series is my favorite? The movies or the TV show? Okay, so it's heresy. I know it's heresy, but I am a really big fan of the Rebuild movies. I love the Rebuild movies so much more than I do the original series. Crucify me all you want. That's just my preference. How much is my collection worth, and which one is the most expensive? I did have my collection appraised about 5 years ago, and the appraiser said it was probably worth around $10,000 to $12,000 in total. To pick out a specific set that is the most expensive, really, do you have to fucking message me right now on Steam? I just have to like quit Steam. I fucking hate that. To pick out the single most expensive Bionicle is pretty hard to do, because finding individual values on each one isn't really a thing, because there aren't a lot of collectors out there to set a baseline. But the ones that are the most expensive that you go for is usually like the original Toa from 2001. So, you know, Tahu, Anoa, Bahatu, Kapaka, Gali, and Lewa. Any of those original 6 mint in the canister go for hundreds of dollars. So usually in that ballpark, somewhere around there. Do I still have my golden pan? No, I sold that. I sold it within the week that I got it. And the reason for that is because at any time, right, Valve could just opt to change the drop rate on the pan and influence its value. It's in their best interest to not do that, sure, because it gets people to keep coming to play MVM. But why hold on to such a volatile asset that's already worth $3,000, mind you, and not sell it? So I played with it for 2 days. I got tired of it. I'm like, okay, I had my fun, and I sold it immediately, and I just took the money and ran. So sold the pan. What do I think about the direct hit? The direct hit is my favorite weapon in Team Fortress 2. Out of all weapons in the game, the direct hit is by far my favorite. Tell us more about why Nichijou is the greatest. I don't know, man. It's the animation. It's the nice, simple slice of life aspect. It's the voice acting. It's just good. It's just, it's so relaxing. And sit down, watch a few episodes, and you're there, man. It's so good. Opinions on the Pomson 6000. Okay, the Pomson needs some help. Right, so right now the Pomson is just not in a good state at all. So I think the Pomson needs to be just a straight pure damage weapon, right? That's all it needs to be. Straight pure damage weapon. Increase the projectile speed on the Pomson. Reduce the stupid cloak drain and ubercharge drain on it, because that is just terrible to play against. It's awful. Nothing like running around as a medic and like, oop, suddenly 10% of your ubercharge is gone because you just got zapped by the Pomson, but you only took like 30 damage. So aside from that, the weapon is useless, and you have more effect with a shotgun. So the Pomson needs some help. I think it just needs to be changed back to a straight DM weapon. You know, projectile penetration on it could be interesting, kind of like the whatchamadoozle, the Righteous Bison. So, how did me and the blue cat become friends? Okay, so actually over a year ago at this point, a year and a half ago almost now, I was approached by a mutual friend of R and I, and he said, hey, R likes your videos, do you want to go be on his TF2 live stream? And I'm like, you know what? Sure, why not? And so I went on his show, and it just kind of went from there. That's all it is. I've seen several questions asking if I have a Discord. Yes, I do, but I tend to limit access because I like kind of keeping it small, because I like actually, you know, talking with people and not having it being a huge, massive clusterfuck. So I usually limit access to like maybe 10 to 20 people per upload, right? And we usually prune inactive people. Not much goes on there. We just talk. There's not like announcements or anything like that. So it's nothing special. So I'm gonna get something to drink because I didn't realize I was gonna be talking already, and I didn't really prepare myself. So I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Brief pause. You can probably still hear me if I'm talking over here. I think anyway. Here's my refrigerator. Because I have regular water, but I don't want to drink regular water. Ooh, excuse me. And we're good to go. No, I don't drink soda. This is just carbonated water. Yes, water is incredibly important. For those wondering, it's just lime flavored, like store brand LaCroix, I guess. Thoughts on Scout being named Jeremy confirmed as a reference to Germa? I think that's cool. I think it's great. Germa's had such a major impact on the TF2 community, especially when he was active, right? So many people still reference his videos. So many people still go back and watch his videos. He was really a pillar for TF2 for the greater part of the last decade, which is really nothing to just shake a stick at, right? So I think it's awesome that they opted to actually name the Scout after him. It's really nice. Very much deserved, and it very much, you know, acknowledges the positivity that he brought, for sure. Have I ever used the TF2 hammer editor? No, I do not want to use that thing. It is, ooh, it's too much. All right, I'm gonna pull out a couple of questions. I'm gonna answer some questions that people left on the video because I'm sure that they want me to answer them. So let me just do that real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's do this one. I'm just gonna pick them out at random. Oh, of course I opened like the doozy of a question. So I saw some people asking me if I play sixes. The answer is no. I don't like competitive that much. The question is, do I feel that weapon balancing should be based around competitive, casual, or man versus machine? And I was, okay, so fair warning, I was originally going to do a full video for this Q&A, but I simply ran out of time, and I don't have time to do it anymore. So I actually wrote out a written response to a lot of these questions, but I'm just gonna read you the response that I have here. If you don't mind, if that's okay with everybody, I'm just gonna do that instead of like giving an on-the-fly response. So here you go. Question: do I feel that weapon balancing should be based around competitive, casual, or man versus machine? So here's what I think. TF2 should be balanced with the best interests of as many people in mind as possible, all right? In this case, that would be casual, because that's where a majority of the player base lies, right? I do not like the idea of the game being balanced around competitive formats, because competitive players really only comprise roughly 5% of the active player base. And just to take a few steps back here, competitive players like easy, simple, predictable gameplay that facilitates a much faster paced version of TF2 that cannot be realized in casual play. They shoehorn the entirety of Team Fortress 2 into a simplistic 6v6 or 9v9 format, and they do so by instilling a set of rules that largely revolve around removing about 80% of the in-game content, typically via item whitelists, a small map rotation, and class limits. So when people say what's good for competitive is good for casual is simply not true, because this set of competitive rules does not work in the dynamic environment that is casual play, and that, again, where a majority of players like to reside. The complexities of TF2 have largely been balanced around casual play for years. So of course many weapons and maps, etc. will not work well in a community-made competitive format, unlike other titles like CSGO, Overwatch, Valorant, etc., etc. The reason for that is because TF2 was birthed in an era just before competitive video games really became a thing. So it was not made to facilitate that fast, easy, repetitive, predictable gameplay that really appeals to more competitive formats. TF2 certainly has competitive elements ingrained into its structure, don't get me wrong, but it's not made for what the competitive player base wants it to be. So reworking the game to appeal to 5% of the active player base is simply not a good idea. I mean, if you want a good example of that, just go back and look at what happened with Meet Your Match. We all know how well that went. You know, but one could say that, oh, if Valve advertised competitive tournaments more, then more people would want to play competitive. Sure, maybe. but I don't think that would make a significant difference. There have been many avenues of exposure for competitive play over the years, even some, if not a lot, directly from Valve themselves via their blog post. And yet the amount of competitive players has pretty much remained the same, around 5% for over the past 10 years. So no, do not balance the game to competitive or man versus machine. It needs to be balanced toward the casual player base, because that's where most players are right now. So, there you go. Now feel free to crucify me. Oh, Zesty doesn't like competitive Team Fortress 2. Oh, he's got the wrong opinions again. Make sure you remind everybody that he doesn't like the short circuit. Whoa. That reminds me. Here's another question. Okay, so here was another incredibly common question that people asked me on my fucking video, all right? So it was after the Manmelter video, and I had to pull it from this one, right? So hold on, let me find it. Was this TF2 related? Yes. Where's the flog? Where's the flog question? Where's the flog question? I gotta find it. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here is the flog question. Here it is. Here's the flog question, man. Oh my lord. I was asked this so many times. All right. Here it is. How do you feel about the Manmelter and the phlogistinator together? Is it a viable combo to make up for no air blast? No, it's not. This is just a general response to all of the comments talking about how I didn't mention the flog in my Manmelter video because you're like, oh, how could you have forgotten the flog? It was designed to be used with the Manmelter. It replaces the air blast. You know, how could you not mention the flog? The Manmelter replaces extinguishing and not the full air blast. While the flog and the Manmelter are part of the same weapon pack, they don't synergize well. The Manmelter's damage output is very slow in comparison to something like the Scorch Shot, so that really forces you to really primarily rely on your Flog's flames in order to build crits. Plus, you still have the added issues that I mentioned of, you know, needing to wait around for another Pyro to ignite players in order to get Manmelter crits to build Flog juice in the first place, so... Also, not to mention, you completely neuter your damage output as Pyro when you sacrifice the air blast for, you know, the Flog, because the flog is really only good on maps like Dust Bowl, Gold Rush, or similarly designed maps that are primarily comprised of choke points. So it's objectively worse than all other flamethrowers, even when it's paired with something like the Scorch Shot, because you throw away another huge source of damage for the Pyro, which is reflected projectiles and of course pushing people into map hazards. So simply saying the two weapons were designed to work together, it doesn't really work with this item set. Why? You know, why people think it should, I don't know. But it doesn't really work for, you know, other weapons like the Mad Milk and the Shortstop, or the L'Étranger and the current Saharan Spy set, because everything's been reworked and rebalanced to do something else entirely. So no, the Flog and the Manmelter do not synergize well, and that's why I didn't mention it in my Manmelter video. So there you go. I saw a question here. I'll take a few chat questions now. I saw a question earlier. Do I have figurines? Yes, I do, and they are in the other room. I don't have enough shelf space to have all my figurines here. So, but I do have several figurines. Actually, I have many, and they are off and away. I saw someone say favorite tit size. Tits, big ones. Will I do a whole video on sniper balance? No, because I personally don't play sniper enough to justify making a video about it. So, I only make videos about what I like and what I know. I'm not gonna give my opinions on something that I don't have the background experience for, you know? Like I have what, 100 hours on sniper out of my 5,000 hours of TF2. So I have no position to give comments on sniper balance, aside from being at the receiving end of headshots, right? Have I watched Konosuba? Yes. Thoughts on cheeseburger? Cheeseburgers are alright. Do I like beef jerky? Yes, I love beef jerky. Bit salty, but it's alright. How many body pillows in the body pillow collection? I only have 2. Relax. I don't have like a massive, expansive collection. I have 2 body pillows, and they're in the other room. I might get one later, just so I can prove it to you all. Second rock channel when I don't know. I would like to eventually do other videos about like what I do for a living, and whether or not they're going to be put on this main channel, I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. It's something that I definitely want to dabble in the future. Thoughts on Overwatch? I don't like it. I don't like what it's become. I liked it when it was in its early stages because it was showing to be a very promising alternate class-based first-person shooter. When the game first came out, I'm like, oh man, this is great. It's an alternative to TF2. It's not a replacement. It's a very different game, but it's like another class-based first-person shooter. I'm like, yes, this is what we need. But then I played it, and it has horrific visual problems where you can't see what you're shooting at, who you're shooting at, who's on your team, what's coming at you, what's going away from you. That aside, the earlier versions of the game were very satisfying because there was a limited number of heroes. It was very tight-knit. It was very well structured. Sure, balancing was a bit skewed here and there, but then they started adding more and more and more, and they just, oh my god, it was turning into Dota or League of Legends, where they completely rework something and change the meta entirely. And it's happening so frequently, and they're adding more and more heroes. I'm just like, I don't want to play this anymore. Because it was just getting so complex, whereas something like TF2 is much more stable. Because the background game of Team Fortress 2, that is stock weaponry, is never balanced. It's always the same. Think about it. Over the past 10 years or so, how many balance changes have we had to the base weaponry of TF2, right? We've had 2. We had changes to the miniguns to affect how their damage ramps up and their accuracy ramps up over time. Not accuracy, their damage ramps up over time based on how long you spin up. And 2, they changed how flamethrowers work. Aside from that, and also increasing the medic's movement speed, and also making sure that you match the scout and matching your healing patient's speed with the medigun. Aside from that, there haven't been any changes to the base game. So that really shows you how good TF2 is at its core, that they don't need to change anything. It's all very good, very well made. Q&A is one thing, but what about T and A? I prefer T over A, but both are good. Oh yeah, and they also turned off random damage spread, but I wouldn't call that necessarily base game balancing. I would call that an adjustment to damage. I wouldn't necessarily call that like an actual base weaponry change. Who is the worst class in the game for real? See, it depends on what you mean by worst class, right? It depends, like, okay, who does the least amount of damage? Who is the least influential? I don't know, because anyone can get really good at one single class, right? It's a tie between the heavy and the spy. The reason being, spy's output damage is very low, but his skill ceiling is insanely high. So if you come across a really high skill ceiling spy, there's nothing you can fucking do. And they can just wipe your team, right? But at the entry level, spy is the weakest class in the game, because if you don't know how to operate as a spy, you just die and basically can't do anything. Whereas the heavy is the opposite. At entry level, the heavy can be immediately influential for his team, right? It's very simple, point and shoot. But his skill ceiling is very, very low, right? So you can only get so far with the class, right? What can you maximize? You can, perfect your tracking, and you can perfect your positioning and timing. But beyond that, there's not much more you can develop, right? Not to mention he's very slow, so his skill ceiling caps off way earlier than any other class in the game, even the Pyro, to where it's like, okay, what else can he do? So, I'm not saying the heavy is a bad class. He's still very influential, has one of the highest damage outputs in the game next to the fucking Demo Man. But in terms of his influence at higher skill ceilings, it's by far the lowest, I would say. So using that definition of the amount of influence they have on a game at higher skill levels, I would say the heavy is the worst class. As buff as the heavy? Not really. I mean, I have muscle definition, but I'm by no means big. So. Best medigun, stock, by far. Stock is the best medigun, but in terms of how it pairs up with the other mediguns, they're all at a very similar level of usefulness. Like how much they deviate from each other and how good they are is very little. So. How many Bionicles do I have on this shelf? I have a few hundred here. Again, I have the full collection here. Well, not the full collection, but a good majority of them. They're all chilling out here. I got more up there, but I got quite a bit. I got a few. No, I work out. I exercise. I don't go to a gym. I don't like lifting weights much. I much prefer like full body calisthenics. So I do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, you know, Supermans, planks, pretty much anything that uses my own body weight is what I prefer to do. But I much prefer doing distance running. I like running a lot. I run about roughly a 10K every other day, and I usually just try to improve my times on running a 10K every other day. So that's how I exercise. And of course, eat right, sleep enough, drink enough water, the usual jazz. No, don't buy into the CrossFit bullshit. CrossFit is terrible for you. It is so harsh on your body. It hurts you. It pains you to, oh God. Whenever I see people doing CrossFit, I'm like, oh, how is their back not snapping? A friend of mine fucking herniated several discs in his back from CrossFit. Even though he was doing like the right form and everything, he was getting physically injured. If you're doing exercise properly, you should not be getting hurt, right? And the problem with CrossFit is like, oh, getting hurt comes with it. Oh. I am, okay, so here's the thing. Aside from running, my coordination is so terrible that I couldn't do swimming. I'm really bad at swimming. I mean, I have hands that are quite large, but can't swim. Do I shave my taint hair? No. Do I play any sports? No, I don't like sports much. I don't really watch sports aside from soccer, and I don't play sports either, not much. Demo or soldier? I play demo man the most these days. Like I can show you my hours. That was a question that people had for me. Is like, oh, how many hours do you have in the game? I think I have it here. Yeah, here we go. So here are my play times. I don't know how well you can see this, but there you go. These are my play times on my main account. I have like 3 other alt accounts that each have like over 1,000 hours on each one. But I've been playing a lot of demo lately, but soldier is my most played, so there you go. I'm full-time on YouTube? No, I'm not. Right now, I'm a PhD student. I technically have a job. I'm a PhD student, I'm working on research, but I kind of have an off day today because COVID is really throwing wrenches into our workflows, into our logistics. So I've been waiting on someone to deliver some code for me for about a week, but he still hasn't gotten around to it because he can't get onto campus to get his hard drives that have the code on it and the instructions so he can send it to me. So I've just kind of been sitting here kind of twiddling my thumbs, doing my other online classes and working on other things. So, oh well. But yes, I am a student, and right now I am at the University of Texas in Austin, and I am a PhD student. So, and my PhD is in geological sciences. So, in a few years, I'm going to be a doctor of rocks. Ah, there it is. I was waiting for that. Opinions on the Wrangler. Guess what? Someone asked that on the YouTube video as well. So, hold on. Let me find the appropriate question here. I gotta find it. Where is it? Where are you? Here we go. The question that was asked was, in my opinion, which weapon is in most need of a rework, a buff, or nerf? And as many as, you know, I'm sure many of you would like for me to, you know, give the trained responses of the short circuit or the scorch shot. No. The weapon that is the most deserving of a rework right now is by far the Wrangler, right? As much as I hate the short circuit and the scorch shot, the Wrangler, it really needs some attention. There's nothing quite like being able to, you know, triple the health of your sentry gun, infinitely extend its range, and double its damage output by just changing to another weapon. Ooh, man, that's just, oh god. Meanwhile, the only drawbacks to the weapon is that the game doesn't aim for you, and, you know, but the Wrangler has aim assist, so that's a moot point. And your sentry takes 66% less healing, but it also takes 66% more damage, right? So the health to metal ratio is still the same when you use the Wrangler, which, okay. So, yeah, so it really needs a bit of a rework. The Wrangler is just way too strong. In fact, I think it's the only broken weapon in the game right now. Definitely the Wrangler. The Wrangler is balanced because you have to aim, but then your gun has 618 health. 600, it's so much. What's the reason for me using a buff Asuka Langley as my profile picture? Okay, so it's not Asuka anymore. All right, so here's the thing. That was another question people asked me. I have to go to this one now. It's like, why is your profile picture what it is? And now I have to give the proper explanation for it. Hold on. Give me a moment. I gotta find it so I can give the person who asked the question proper credit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it. There we go, okay. So here it is. What is the inspiration of my channel mascot? All right. What is the inspiration of my channel mascot? All right. So let me scroll to that answer real quick because it's not a long answer, but it's just so silly. All right, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have the response somewhere in this document. I really need to organize my writing more. It's absolutely terrible. Where are you? Where are you? I will find it. Here we go. Okay. So why is my profile picture what it is, and you know, why do I like Asuka from Evangelion so much? Okay, so let me read the written response so I don't fuck it up. So at this point in time, my channel mascot is just this character that was born out of my love for both Neon Genesis Evangelion and Team Fortress 2. Because TF2 is my favorite game, and Neon Genesis Evangelion is my favorite anime, so there you go. I like playing as the Demo Man, and I like Asuka from Neon Genesis because she's a fiery redhead bitch, and they both have eye patches, so I just kind of, you know, slap the two together, and, you know, boom, that was the original, you know, icon that I was using, and then I started incorporating my other personal preferences into the mix, and now it's just this character. You know, it's this big, you know, redhead girl with an eye patch that, you know, wears Demo Man clothes and holds one of my favorite skins, but isn't really Asuka anymore. It's more of like an original character.
Oh, Zesty has an OC. Oh god, get rid of him, cancel him. He's fucking weird.
I couldn't think of a name for her, so my Discord and I just dubbed her as Zess for, you know, lack of a creative name. So, my cereal box brand image is just a massive buff girl with a Scotsman skull cutter. I like TF2 strong women and anime, so what more do you need to know about me? So, yeah, there you go. There's the response. And I mean, I can show you what she looks like now because I have more up-to-date art of her that I did commission.
Oh, he's cringy. Why does he have an OC? Oh god. Oh, he's just completely ruined my immersion of the content creator. Really? Oh god. Oh.
Hold on. Here she is. Here's what she is now. This is the icon. This is the channel icon here. This is what I go with now. So there you go. And yes, that is supposed to be an Isotope Scotsman skull cutter because I do own one. Fire glaze, no less. There you go. There's your answer. I cannot fix. There we go. Get rid of that. Go away. Oh yeah, and an artist by the name of Mick Flary on Twitter drew that for me. He does really amazing art. So yeah, there you go. Also, I have a Twitter, by the way. Shameless plug. I have a Twitter. Zesty Jesus on Twitter. There you go. You want to follow me there? I post shit every now and again. You know, usually just mostly TF2 related stuff. So, why does she look like a humanized Pokemon? She kind of does, doesn't she? A little bit. Do I like Nerf guns? Yeah, alright. Do I have a girlfriend? Gee, what do you think? I live in an apartment full of Bionicles. I have an anime girl as an original character for my YouTube channel. I have body pillows and anime figurines in the other room. What answer do you think I'm going to give? Please, audience, we can get the audience in on this one. We can do it. Like, do I have a girlfriend or do I not have a girlfriend? I will let you give an answer, and I will tell you if you're right or wrong in like 2 minutes. Get rid of these things here. Do I have a Switch? Yes, I do have a Switch. And it's a shame because I've had a Switch for a year, and I've just not played it. I haven't played it. I see it's actually a mixed bag of yeses and nos. Definitely not. Oh man. Definitely not. I love that shit. Okay. No, I don't have a girlfriend. What answer were you expecting, right? I am single, and I see no change in that in the immediate future. Too busy. I got too much going on. Oh, lordy. Play Smash. I don't like Smash Bros. I just don't like fighting games in general, really. Fighting games are too intense for me. People take them way too seriously for me to have any fun. Disappointed. Why are people saying why? Why and what? Well, I mean, what do you expect? A dude that likes anime, video games, and shit. What would happen if by some chance I got another golden pan? Well, that might happen today because I'm gonna be streaming MVM on Twitch this afternoon at around 2:30 US Central Time is when we're gonna start. So, there you go. Do I have a boyfriend? No, I am a heterosexual male. I do not have a boyfriend. Do I have any airsoft guns? Nah, I don't have any airsoft guns. Being from Texas though, I have other things. I'm not gonna say what because I don't know if YouTube's gonna like shut me down. Best girl in Ichijo? Mio. Mio, obviously. Chat is going so fast I can't even read it. Oh my lord. Will I ever branch out of TF2 content creating? That was another question that people asked me. It's like, am I ever gonna branch out of TF2? Am I ever gonna quit TF2? People seem really concerned. Like, oh, is Zesty ever gonna quit the game? Oh god. You know, people are like really worried about me being impacted by the community. Actually, I have a whole response written out to that one. Let me find it. Because I feel like, well, whenever I write my thoughts down, I can actually convey things a lot better than I would just by giving an answer on the fly. So let me just give the written response to that one. So let me see, where are you? Where is the answer to this question? I will find it, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Carbonated water will do that. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I will find you. Ah, here we go. Here are the questions here. Several people asked me some variant of this question. How do I handle stress? I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so a lot of people asked me this, and they all kind of fell into this same vein. Do I plan on making other content aside from TF2? And do I ever plan on quitting TF2? Because the community has a tendency to latch onto content creators, making them hard to leave. So here's my answer to that. I'm gonna make videos about whatever the fuck I want. And right now, I wanna make videos about TF2. If I want to make another video about something else, I'm gonna do that. If I wake up tomorrow morning and I'm like, I wanna make a video about Super Mario Bros. 3. Guess what? You're gonna get a video about Super Mario Bros. 3. So, yes, shocker, I will eventually make other videos that are about other topics that aren't TF2 related. I really don't give a fuck about how the community reacts to that because I'm selfish. I primarily make videos because they're fun for me to make, and the audience appeal always comes second. If I don't enjoy the content that I'm creating and the process of making it, then the final product won't be as good and nobody will enjoy it. So the community doesn't have this metaphorical grip on me. I'm a big boy. I'm my own man. I'm an adult. If you're the type of person to harass somebody for wanting to play another video game, you are the definition of a piece of shit. So no, I have zero intention of quitting TF2 anytime soon. I suspect I'll be around until the last game server shuts down. Whether or not I'll be making videos about it at that point is anyone's guess, so there you go. What topic have you wanted to talk about for a while, TF2 or otherwise? Oh man. I'm really into skins, and I mean, it still falls into TF2 and CSGO, but I like skins. I like collecting skins in both TF2 and CSGO. I like all the nuances of them. It's very fun. So, I do want to start making some videos about that and branching out about it. I do have one in the works that's about how trade-ups work in Team Fortress 2, because not a lot of people seem to understand how they work. So I think a full explanation is long overdue for something like that, but it's kind of been put on the back shelf as I work on other things. So. Do I own any Nerf guns? I think I answered that already. Yes, I own a couple of Nerf guns. Am I real? About as real as this gets, I think. Somewhere around there. I believe I'm real. I hope I'm real. Waifu is Asuka. No, so as much as I like Asuka, I have other quote-unquote waifus that are my preference. If any of you are familiar with Monster Musume, I like Centauria from that series. But if you like Bleach, I like Haribel and Yoruichi from there. So I unfortunately don't have the Nerf guns here. I have like those 6-shooter ones. How long have I been collecting skins? Oh, probably since 2014, somewhere around there. Introduced you to trade-ups and you got a shooting star out of it? Hell yeah, man. Have I ever played Titanfall 2? Nah. It's not my kind of game, really. Sue, see, okay, you like the slime, so there you go. Sue's alright. Your thoughts on Valorant versus CSGO? You can't really compare the two games. CSGO is its own game, where Valorant just kind of took aspects of Overwatch, Valorant, or rather Overwatch, CSGO, and other class-based first-person shooters and kind of just shoved them into one game, and it's a clusterfuck. Also, nothing like having a Chinese rootkit installed on your computer to have, as spyware. So have fun playing Valorant. So I'll pass on that. Have I ever played Dark Souls? No, and I really want to. Okay, see, look. I am very much a one video game type of guy. I tend to just stick with one game for long periods of time, and really that's just been TF2 lately. I've pretty much played TF2 almost every day, and I really don't see myself quitting and playing something else. Ah yes, the stress question. How do I handle stress? Okay, so there are 5 things. There are 5 things that you need to do in order to handle stress, because the world is just running amok. People are stressed out, people are anxious, and people think, oh man, I gotta go to the doctor, I gotta get a pill, I gotta take this fucking pill so I don't wake up and feel nervous anymore. It's because you're not taking care of yourself. You gotta do 5 things. 1, you gotta eat enough food, and make sure it's healthy, good food. 2, you gotta drink enough water. No, not soda, not like sweet tea, nothing with shitty sugar in it. Drink enough water, keep yourself hydrated, make sure you're pissing a lot, right? 3, exercise. Exercise is so important for stress management. It releases endorphins, it keeps you healthy, sound mind, sound body, and vice versa. You gotta exercise. 3, or 4, rather, I can't count. 4, Get enough sleep. You do those 3 things, you're guaranteed you're gonna start sleeping more. You're sleeping for a few hours a night, you have an inconsistent sleep schedule, it's going to screw you up. Get a good sleep schedule. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. And number 5, make sure you laugh. Watch something funny every day. Don't, turn off the news, turn off your phone, get disconnected, read a funny book, watch a funny movie, watch some cat videos on YouTube. Do something to disconnect from all of the crap in the world. Divert your eyes away from it so you don't have to look at it, right? And the number 1 thing that so many people need to do is address the sources of your anxiety and your stress, because so many people refuse to attribute it to something that is an outside force, right? It's always an outside force. Whenever you're stressed out, whenever you're scared, whenever you're anxious, something is causing it. You have to sit down, dig deep, think, what is causing this? Why am I feeling this way? And when you find out what it is, write it down. Make a list. Make a list of all the things you're thinking about. Making a list of all the stuff you're thinking about. Write it down and make a checklist. Make a to-do list and start ticking those things off one by one, and you will feel so much better. Guarantee it. You don't need a pill. You don't need a doctor to give you some fucking Xanax to get through the day because you're getting the shakes, Figure out what's bugging you. What if you can't fix the source of anxiety? Focus on the 5 things. Focus on those 5 things. If it's something that you yourself cannot get rid of, and it's totally out of your control, focus on those 5 things. Eat right, drink enough water, exercise, sleep enough, and laugh. Those 5 things and you're golden, you're good. Guarantee it'll change your life. Change mine. And also, it may not work for you. Everyone has different solutions, right? Different things work for different people. Do I play Terraria? I played Terraria for a little bit. It's okay. I like Minecraft more. So in that same vein of, sticking to one game. So I played Minecraft from alpha release to about 2012. And in my time playing Minecraft, I think I logged about 9,000 hours of Minecraft. And now I basically don't play the game anymore. I shifted gears over entirely to TF2 in about the middle of 2011. So yeah, I went really hard with Minecraft for a long time. And then I went into Terraria kind of expecting something similar. And it has some aspects of Minecraft, but at the same time I'm just kind of like, too much. Energy drinks, what's your take? Energy drinks are terrible for you. They are awful. It's the worst thing you can put in your body. They have, aside from all of the stuff that's the stimulants, like the caffeine and the taurine, all that crap they put in them, the sugar. There's so much sugar in energy drinks. It's worse than soda. You're literally drinking like toxic waste when you put energy drinks in your body. They're horrible for you. It's the worst thing you can drink. It's awful. Don't drink energy drinks, man. If you need something to wake you up, just go for some black coffee. And if it's too much for you, put a little sugar or cream in it, right? Don't go with fucking energy drinks. They're toxic, horrible. There are two types of people that have energy drinks: fat people and really skinny people. You don't see, big buff healthy guys drinking energy drinks, man. Thoughts on a vegan diet? Okay, so I have nothing against vegans. The vegans that are doing it for the right reason of being more environmentally and ecologically friendly, all the power to you, all the more to you, right? You're trying to make an impact on the world, and we need more people that want to do that. So if you're that kind of vegan, you're fine. But if you're the kind of vegan that says a vegan diet is healthier and makes you live longer, you're just wrong. A vegan diet is not healthier. In fact, it lacks a lot of the things that a human body needs in order to survive. And you can't source a lot of the nutrients that, your body needs from plants alone. You need a lot more, Pretty much all vegans take vitamin supplements because they're not getting enough of what they need. So, I eat meat. I eat a lot of meat. Thoughts on being sent physical fan art? I would need to set up a PO box if something like that were to happen. So. But I consider unboxing like slot machines and doing trade-ups like playing cards. So, okay, so unboxing is gambling. We all know that opening crates in TF2 and CSGO and Overwatch, all that is literally just legal forms of gambling for children, right? You know, oh, we have the exciting, you know, oh, it's the suspense, the case is opening, what am I gonna get? The audio visual feedback, oh, it's a 30-cent item and I just blew $3 on opening a box and lost all of my money. So, yeah, I would definitely akin opening boxes to roulettes or slots for kids. Don't do it, it's a waste of money and waste of time. That being said, trade-ups aren't that much better. Trade-ups have a lot more control as to what the output is going to be because you can kind of pick and choose what skins or what items go in, but you are still at the mercy of what is essentially a dice roll, right? Because if you put in a trade-up that has 4 outcomes, it's a 25% chance at each outcome. You know, roll a 4-sided die, and you know, then that's your outcome. So it's definitely a lot better than just unboxing a crate and hoping to get something worth money, because in all chances you're not going to. Whereas with the trade up, it has higher profit returns depending on how you design the trade up, but it's still gambling, more or less. I heard someone say, what is my thoughts on Big Joey Slapnuts? He's alright. Some of his, I like his videos, they're pretty good. I think we have acknowledged each other's existence before, so he's alright, he's a cool guy. Do I play Clash of Clans? No, I don't play any of those mobile games. Take off my glasses? Alright. We'll take them off for a minute. Oh man. There's so many questions I want to like pop into here. Dolichos or Sandwich? Sandwich for sure, just simply because it's, you know, it's a large health kit that you can throw. Dolichos has some interesting application. So fun fact, you can overheal a Dolichos heavy with a quick fix to 425, and you can lock it there with a normal medigun. So there's that interesting aspect for you, but the Dolichos is genuinely not as good as the Sandwich in most cases. So the story behind the Asuka TF2, I already gave the story. I gave the story already as to why I have Asuka as the profile picture. When the stream is done, it'll be in the VOD. I think I have it set up to where it uploads VODs to my channel. I'm pretty sure it does. I think it should. We'll see. There are way more viewers here than Twitch. Well, yeah, because my YouTube channel has access to 38,000 people, whereas I only have about 1,200 followers on Twitch. So of course I'm gonna have a bigger audience here. Do I collect skins from other games outside of Valve ones? Yes, I do. And in fact, if you are so willing, I can show you what I got. Let me just fire up CS:GO here. Let me go into CS:GO real quick. Fire this bad boy up. I think my stream should still capture this. Let's find out. Any advice for getting through college? Yeah, time management is your best friend. You know, keep yourself to a strict schedule. Don't fuck off. Make sure you do your work on time, go to class. For the love of God, you now have this freedom of, you know, oops, I'm getting Twitch notifications on my fucking stream because I haven't connected through there. Oops. Oh, what happened? Whoa, what's happening here? Okay, well, this is now... Where'd my webcam go? Where did my webcam go? Oh shit, where have you gone? Okay, well, my webcam's gone now, but I can show CS:GO. There you go. So I have a few skins in CS:GO, not a lot. I only have one skin for each weapon in CS:GO because I don't want to invest a lot into this game because I just rarely play it. But I have several skins that are really cool. So I have some Rising Sun skins that are all 0.00 float. So Tech 9 Terrace 0.00, Galil, Aquaterrace. This is number 23, baby. Number 23 in the world, 0.001. This is my favorite skin that I have in CSGO right now. Fucking sweet. I have a 0.009 Counter Terrace. And I have, oh yes, of course, my 004 Neon Kimono full green. Ooh, not a scratch on it. It is a little bit here, but oh man, ooh baby, this is, oh. This right here, definitely one of my favorite skins in the game. I got a few others too. I really like the baggage collection, so I have a lot of skins from there. So I have a few low float versions of those. So I have a 00 Coach Class P2000. I also like this skin, Og Midnight Lily 0.02. I need to get a double zero float for that one. Don't have a knife right now. So also have, you know, Deagle Pilot anime sticker. Just field tested. You really don't need a factory new Deagle Pilot, but I like the Deagle Pilot. It's really cool. Vino Primo, P250. I love the Inferno collection so much. I love the Inferno collection. It's probably my second favorite collection next to Rising Sun. I love all of these skins so much. Oh, so good. So, yeah, I collect CSGO skins. Glock, Twilight Galaxy. Not the best float, 02. I would like to get a 00 on this, but they're so hard to come by. That's like, I'm probably never gonna get one. So I bought all of these. I didn't unbox or get any. So here's a cool one. 009 Seabird from Chop Shop. And also cool R8, super low float, 0.060 R8. Barely any scratches on it. This is a really cool gun. It's not worth a lot of money, but I think it's cool. So, where's my webcam? Okay, I think, all right, where's my webcam? Let me remove the webcam. So remove. And let me add the source again. Give me my image capture source, please. There it is. Okay, that's weird. Why is it mirrored? Oh shit, it was mirrored. What? Oh, that's weird. Okay, apparently my webcam was mirrored. Didn't even realize. Oops. All right, we're back. I'm back. I'm gonna put the glasses back on now. If your main was removed, what class would I play? I don't really main any class in TF2. I like playing as all classes. I don't really have a, I don't really have like a main. I mostly play Demo Man and Soldier, but I pretty much like playing every class in the game, so. Yeah, see, now I'm looking in the right direction relative to you. Oops. How long did it take to grow this hair? I really haven't gotten a serious haircut in about 2 years. So this is about roughly 2-3 years worth of hair growth. Yeah, those were floats. Those were float values in CSGO. If you aren't familiar with float values, the lower the number, the better the wear. So. What year of Bionicles is my favorite? 2006 was by far the coolest year for Bionicle, man. 2006 was the shit. I loved it. Let me just get rid of CSGO here. Get rid of that. Advice for upcoming TF2 YouTubers coming up with ideas? Yeah, just do what's fun. You know, you have to, you know, don't... It's hard to give specific advice because everyone does their own thing individually, right? So for me, you know, my bigger inspirations for making TF2 YouTube videos, I started back in like 2012. So back then it was Germa, it was Star, it was Tag, it was Lazy Purple back when he was doing shit before he went on a break, you know. Who else? You know, I liked the highlight style of videos, and that's what I started making. And I kind of just went from there. And then I realized as I was going through my my professional, you know, development, that I could apply what I do for a living and what I learn and make videos based off of that. So I do analytical studies, I do reviews, I do all of these things that I do in my day-to-day life with, like, you know, geophysical data, and I can do the same thing with TF2, and it's fun. I like doing it. So. What do I think of JoJo? I tried watching it and I don't like it. And yes, I tried watching it in the correct order. Hundreds of people have told me that already. I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's really not my thing. At all. Let's see, I think I have other Q&A questions that I should probably answer that were asked on the YouTube video. So let me find other ones. Let me pull, because I'm not seeing many in the chat right now. So let me go to here. Oh yeah, here's one that a lot of people ask me. What do I think TF2 needs the most right now? What would my priority be to include in a hypothetical update if I got to choose what gets added next? Don't add anything. Stop adding stuff to the game. Fix bugs. Tweak some weapons. Deal with the bots. Optimize the game, improve the matchmaking system. That's it. We don't need anything else. We have our seasonal content updates that give us shiny hats and unusuals, but we need a housekeeping update. We need one desperately. We need a housekeeping update desperately. Like, just, oh, so bad. Oh my god, please optimize this game and fix all the bugs and the bots and shit. Please, God. We don't need more maps. We don't need more unusuals. We don't need more weapons. We don't need like a themed update. Just fix the stuff that's falling off of the game and we're fine. That's all we need. Oh my lord. All right, let's see. Another question. Do I have a TF2 Sona, like Uncle Dane having the danger beard and Insulated Inventor Soundsmith having the top hat? No. I don't have a TF2 Sona and I do not want one. I don't like the idea of being easily recognized in game by a specific item or by a specific loadout. I want to be able to use the items I like without it, ruining my experience of the game. Because I've seen other content creators just have to stop using their, iconic loadouts because they get immediately recognized and then they can't play the game normally. So no thanks. I don't want a TF2 Sona, as they call it. So. Buff the Bison, I agree. Bison needs some love. It's useless right now. Do you think the stocks for Scout, Soldier, Demo, and Sniper are too oppressive and have a choke on the choices for weapons? No. I think all of Sniper's weaponry is pretty good. Bizarre Bargain is very good. Sydney Sleeper is very good. Huntsman is fun. The only one that's kind of lacking in the power department is the Hitman's Heatmaker. But they're all very good weapons. All of Soldier's weaponry are all very good, all leveled out across the board. The Liberty Launcher being the weakest is still okay. The only one that has an issue is Scout's weaponry. The stock Scattergun is just too good to replace with anything else. Force of Nature is very unreliable damage output. The shortstop is weird and wonky. It makes you play mid-range Scout, which isn't as effective. Then you have the Soda Popper, which is, basically the stock Scattergun, but with only 2 shots in the clip and a slightly lower overall DPS because of it. And then you have the Backscatter, which is kind of just... Am I aware that YouTube says my channel is targeted towards children? It shouldn't say that. It should not say that. If it says that, I need to fix it. Where can I fix that? Let's see. Is it gonna let me fix it? It's not gonna let me fix it. This is not for kids, and I have my entire channel labeled as not for kids. This should not be for children. If you're a kid, leave. I don't know how to change it though. I'd like to edit it in my live stream settings. Hello? Oh wait, I can enable monetization? Hell yeah, I'm gonna enable monetization. Okay, cool. Sure. Whatever. Nope, I think it froze. Yep, it froze. Well, there we go. Let's see what other questions we got here. What do you think of Team Comtress 2 in a nutshell? Like, yeah, I know what Team Comtress 2 is. I think it's good. It's definitely what we need right now. That's like what I just said. You know, we need an update that's basically just housekeeping and fixes all the bugs and glitches in the game, and that would be awesome. That would be great. That is definitely what we need, for sure. Can I please change this? Give me my details. Okay, so I can go in here. No, see, okay, good. I have this audience. Audience right now is not set for children. Okay, we're good. So whoever said that was baiting me. Have I ever had any map ideas? No ideas for a specific map itself, but there was a question that asked me, what game mode in TF2 do I think needs the most attention right now? Player destruction. Player destruction needs more good maps, because right now we only have one player destruction map that's available outside of Halloween, you know, PD Watergate, but it's buried underneath all of the other game mode options at the very bottom in like one weird obscure tab that no one ever ticks off. So we need more player destruction maps. TF2 is literally designed for DM, and it's so fun. And the only other player destruction maps we have, Pit of Death, Cursed Cove, hold on, Pit of Death, Cursed Cove, what are the other ones? Yeah, I don't remember. Pit of Death, Cursed Cove. There are a couple other ones. Monster Bash, and I think there's one more. But all of those maps are only available during Halloween. So, come on. Do I think TF2 is viable as an esport? No, I don't think it is at all. And the reason why TF2 is not viable as an esport is because they have to completely change how the game works in order for it to work in an esport format. That being said, the community has certainly done, you know, quite a bit for itself and how far it's gotten, you know, for, you know, the I series and having big events there. But personally, I don't think TF2 is ever gonna be an esport at the level of other more popular esports like, you know, CSGO, Overwatch, League of Legends, that sort of thing. TF2 is never going to get there because that's not how the game was designed. So it's just never gonna get there. Have I watched Koei no Katachi? I think I have. Koei no Katachi. A Silent Voice. Yes, and I cried. I love that movie. It's so good. I cried. It was great. English translation is A Silent Voice, and oh man, oh so good. Great movie. Highly recommended it. Highly recommend it. How do I feel about community maps like Hightower Jungle and Overgrown Upward? I like map reskins. Map reskins are really cool. We need more of them. You know, a lot of them are, you know, poorly optimized, but they need a little bit of, you know, tailoring and tweaking there. But aside from that, you know, community maps are great. They're fun. I think they're awesome. The beer collecting map is called Watergate, PD Watergate. Again, the only player destruction map that is available outside of Halloween. I like Dragon Ball. I like Spirited Away. I have, let's see, what else? What is my third favorite skin? $5 donation from somebody. Thank you, Jaffa. Wow, thank you so much. I can't read what that says. I think it said, will I sign your profile? People still do profile signing? Is that a thing still? These are Twitch notifications, by the way. These aren't like through YouTube. So. My third favorite skin. Have I given a second favorite skin? I guess I can do that. My favorite skin is Liquid Asset. My second favorite skin is probably Freedom Wrapped, and then my third favorite skin is probably Macaw Masked. So. No, I don't like horror games. I don't like horror movies. I do not enjoy being scared. I don't know why people go out of their way to feel scared. I absolutely hate it. I fucking hate it. I don't like horror as a genre in general. Books, movies, games, whatever. I do not like it at all. I do not enjoy horror. How am I holding up during the current pandemic society and the socio-political nightmare? Hey baby, I'm from Texas. We're doing all right. things are pretty good here. It's not a complete clusterfuck chaos like where all the other states are. We're doing all right. Things are good. You know, social distancing and all that usual stuff, you know, just we're doing all that. Masks, all that jazz. We're good. Okay, so Alien is not a horror movie. It's a monster movie. It's very different. I very much enjoy monster movies. Monster movies are good. Monster movies are awesome. I don't like horror movies that are based around like demons and shit and ghosts. No. For me, that demon stuff is too real. I don't mess with that. I don't dabble in that. How many weapon skin trade-ups have I done? Too many. And the only good one, the only good result, the only good trade-ups I've done are the ones for like strange factory new commando grades from contract completion collections. So, ooh, I just got an email. Ah, yes. Oh, there. Well, there's your full name. I'm not gonna say that, but thank you for the donation. I believe it was Jaffa. Thank you. Have you seen the British show named Utopia? My favorite show, really short one. I have not seen that. How do I feel about the Left 4 Dead update, and what do you think about a step forward to Valve potentially letting the community make TF2 updates? Okay, so here's the thing. The Left 4 Dead update is great. It shows that Valve is willing to work on older games. And while it's not a guarantee that TF2 is going to be worked on as a result, it does give us kind of a glimmer of hope that maybe Valve might opt to work on the game a little bit. That'd be great, please. You know, unlike other people who like to blow it out of proportion, like, oh, they worked on Left 4 Dead, that means TF2's gonna get an update, yeah! Don't expect anything. They're two very different games, and the entirety of that Left 4 Dead update was made by the community for the most part. So, we can hope, And what does that mean for Valve ever doing another community update again? Valve will never again do an entirely community-made update after what happened during the Invasion update, because that was a shit show for Valve. So they will never ever do a community update for Team Fortress 2 ever again. It was too much. There was money issues, there was lying, there was, you know, people were trying to get money who didn't deserve it. It was a clusterfuck. The update itself was alright, but all of the inner workings behind it were terrible, and Valve just does not want to have to fuck with that again. I guarantee it. So, do not ever never expect a full official TF2 update that is community made ever again. So, if TF2 is an anime, would I watch it? Yeah, probably. Came to say hi. Hello, Momo. How you doing? How do I feel about the golden era of anime, and do you have any favorite anime from that era? Does Akira count? Does that fall in the golden era? I feel like it does. I don't know. I feel like like the golden era is, you know, a very dynamic term, and it just applies to like the era of whatever content they enjoy. So, yeah, the other atrocious community update that was End of the Line. End of the Line was rushed, and that's why it was a huge flop. And nothing was done. It was just, it was a mess. How do I feel about Solar Light? His content's alright. It's not my kind of content, but I will acknowledge that he makes good videos and he has his success, so props to him. What else we got? What do you mean demons and ghosts are real? So like demons and ghosts and shit, that's real. And you don't mess with ghosts and spirits and demons. That's all very real. You don't make light or jest of those things by making movies and comics and like poking fun at them with movies like Poltergeist and Paranormal Activity. I don't risk that. I don't want that coming back to me ever. I've experienced shit with ghosts before and like evil presences, and I don't want that in my life by tempting it, by going like and laughing in its face like, haha, I'm gonna watch a movie that was made for capitalistic gain off of your existence, and like, no sir, no thank you, I want none of that ever. It's real, and that's what terrifies me. No thank you. And yeah, I have had a supernatural experience. I will tell the story right now. How's that? So I've had several supernatural experiences, only one of which is permanently burned into my brain. And it happened when I was, 12, 13 years old. I was with my family and we were out in West Texas. And we go out to West Texas every winter for New Year's, go hiking. The weather's great out there, nice. We were driving back home and we stopped through a town called Fort Stockton, Texas. Or is it Fort Davis? Fort Stockton? Fort Davis? I don't know. It was either Fort Davis or Fort Stockton. They have a hotel there called the Hotel Olympia. And this hotel is built on top of a Native American burial ground. Oh God, that already warning signs were going up. My mother is a very spiritual and religious person, so she did not want to stay there. Me and my sister were kids, so we didn't care until shit started happening. So the instant we go inside of our room for the night, it's just eerie, it's dark. Hair immediately stands up on the back of our necks and our arms, goosebumps immediately. We're like, okay, something's off about this place, all right? So we settle in for the night, we go out to eat, we come back, and then in the shower, or in the bathtub, my sister's in there, and something opens the shower curtain, just rips it open, almost off the rings, and freaks her out. She comes out screaming out of the bathroom. That was the first thing that happened, all right? So she freaks out, and it's like, okay, no worries there. And then, during the night, there is this, oh my God, I'm getting chills just remembering this. The lights were all dimming. They weren't like, it wasn't like they weren't like turning off. All of the lights were getting very dim, and it was as if though there was like a shadow mass coming over the entire room. And we all ended up, all four of us, my mother, my father, my sister, and I, we all ended up in the same room, in the same bed, terrified. We literally just stayed awake all night, looking down the hallway at what was pitch black in an otherwise well-lit room. And we left at like 5 a.m. We got the fuck out. As soon as we could check out, we left. We were done. We were gone. It was absolutely terrifying. Horrifying. No thank you. So I don't fuck with ghosts. I don't fuck with spirits. I respect that. I respect them. I respect the afterlife. I want nothing to do with it. Like I acknowledge that it's very real and you need to respect it for what it is. It's a very powerful thing that we have more influence over than you might think. I know I sound like I'm crazy, I'm sure, but it's scary shit. It's scary shit. What kind of content do I like to watch in terms of TF2 content? I really don't watch a lot of TF2 content. I don't watch really a lot of streams. I mostly just, like, the only TF2 content creators that I watch, I really only watch Uncle Dane and really just Uncle Dane and Lazy Purple. Those are the only two I really watch. I don't watch anybody else. So. Oh my God. How much for one Bionicle? These are not for sale. I expected better from a man of science. I am a man of science. And I was a skeptic. I really was. I was a skeptic up until I was 13. I'm like, this shit isn't real. It's not real at all. It's not real until you yourself experience it. And it will rip you out of your skepticism. It will rip you out of the rut you've dug yourself in when you yourself experience something like that. And it happens with everybody at some point in their lives. Either when they're very young or when they're very old, someone has an experience that makes them understand that there's more to life than just this existence. It's gonna happen, good or bad, for everybody. I swear to God. Thoughts on Gurren Lagann? Love it. Gurren Lagann is great. Danganronpa, not a fan. Don't like it much. A breeze opened the shower curtain. There was a slight power outage. Okay. I will let you enjoy your skepticism, my friend. I will leave it at that. Opinion on Dane taking a jab at my short circuit video. He never directly addressed me. Maybe I influenced what he said, but I don't think I did. I'm not the only person that complains about the weapon on an almost daily basis, so I'm sure that I certainly, fan the flames a little bit, but I don't think he wasn't directly responding to me. Favorite soda? I don't drink soda. Soda is toxic and it makes you fat. It's terrible. When I used to drink soda, my favorite was probably root beer or Sprite. Root beer and Sprite were good. I already told you why Nichijou is the greatest. I've already answered the question like at the very beginning of the stream. I love Dorohedoro. I have read the manga and I have watched the anime. Very good. Easily top 5 all time. Dorohedoro is great. Thoughts on aliens? Okay. If you want to get more into the cryptic shit, I believe it is very naive to think that aliens are not real, given how big the universe is and how time works, right? The concept of time as we know it has been around for 13 billion years. So to think that humanity has been the only life form, or all the life on Earth has been the only instance of life throughout all of that time in the massive expanse of space is naive. That's what I think. Aliens are very much real. Whether or not they are alive at the same time as we are now is another question. But aliens are very real. What are the best Bionicles and why is it the Rockshi? Okay, the cool thing about the Rockshi and why they're very cool is they were the first sets to have bendable knees and movable heads. Those are cool. Thoughts on Cowboy Bebop? Cowboy Bebop, classic shit. So good. Who's my favorite character from Dorohedoro? Do I need to answer? It's fucking Noi. I love Noi. Or Noi. Noi. I love Noi. Big, tall, buff girl. Yes, give it to me immediately. Just poke me in that. I love it. Best girl from Katawa Shoujo. Ooh, man. Don't put me in that position. Ooh, man. Oh, God. Who is the best girl? Shit. Lily. I think it's Lily. I think Lily takes that. Lily takes that prize for sure. Lily for sure is the best girl. As a man of science and religion, do you have conflicting views on evolution or things like that? No, I don't. I think, like, here's the thing with religion and science is you take everything that's out there and you kind of apply what you understand and what you think to it. Me, okay, so for instance, I'm Catholic, all right? I was raised Catholic, all that jazz, and really strong, cemented Catholics have this, recollection that Earth's only 4,000 years old, whatever, all that jazz. And I never really believed that because I was always exposed to geosciences and things like that from a very young age. So I still very much believe in a God. But I also very much believe in how science has talked about how things work. Evolution, the creation of our universe from the Big Bang, all that jazz, So I think it's very healthy and logical to have both aspects of science and religion ingrained into your life. It's never either or. Yeah, exactly. They're not mutually exclusive. You're exactly right. They're both very much intertwined with each other. So, who is my favorite Dragon Ball character? Piccolo, for sure. I love Piccolo. He's so good. He's such a great guy. Oh man, I wish he was my dad. Thoughts on Smoxul on Twitter? I don't know who that is. Smoxul. I'm not gonna show this on stream because it's probably porn. Ah, yes, this artist. Oh, so good. I love this guy so much. I'm following him right now, actually. I forgot. I do follow this artist. I love Smoxul's art. Very good. High quality shit. Thoughts on all 4 Bionicle movies? Fuck. The first one is shit. The second one is shit. The third one is really edgy. And then the fourth one is a kid's movie, Do I own any knives? I assume you mean in CSGO. I don't right now. I had a gut knife Autotronic. I love the Autotronic knives a lot. So. Would I read Die Dark? Yeah, I'll probably get around to it. I gotta piss really bad. Do you guys mind if I piss? I gotta go really bad. Do you mind? I'll be right back. I really gotta go. I really need to pee. Give me a second, please. Okay, we're set. We're good. Hold on, let me just readjust myself here. There we go. All right. Well, I said that at least one of them would make an appearance. So here you go. You know, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go, man. That's life, baby. Does anyone ever tell me that I look like Joey Slapnuts? People tell me that I look like him all the time. At least any video that has my face in it, they tell me I look like Big Joey. What's the best album I've heard this year? Oh shit, that's a hard question to answer. Ooh, I really like, so this album didn't come out this year, but if you've listened to a group called Lettuce, there's a group called Lettuce. Let me see if I can find them. Go to my playlist here. Go to Lettuce. Yeah, so they put out an album called Resonate this year, but they make my favorite album from them is Crush. I'll play some of them right now. I love these guys so much. I sound like Bearded Expense. The lovely thing about being the content creator is that you're going to be compared to every other content creator with how you sound, how you look, the videos you make. It's inevitable. If anything, I'm not gonna commission Flary to draw a body pillow for me. Not gonna do that. So, what graphics card do I have? I have a GTX 1070. That's what I run. I like Nirvana. Nirvana's good. Did I ever expect one person to watch my videos? Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, I would have never uploaded it to YouTube. You know? Did I ever expect to get to where I am now? Absolutely not. But here I am. It's fucking crazy. Absolutely wild. What is the biggest horny mistake I've ever made? I don't think I've ever made a horny mistake. Perhaps I'm making it right now by having the pillow on stream, but I think this might be the mistake number one is like, hey, look, he's got the fucking pillow. So. Do I own any knives in real life? I have kitchen knives. That's about it. I got a mean, like a knife sharpener. It's like a fucking like a masonry thing, you know, like sharpens knives with rocks. Oh man, I can get a nice clean cut on some tomatoes there. Oof. What do I think of the Borderlands franchise? Alright. Bunny girls or cat girls? Gee, what do you think? What do you think? What's the stain on the pillow? My ego. The stain on the pillow is my ego. Favorite Pink Floyd song? I'm giving the typical answer. I like The Wall. For how unfun the scorch shit in Short Circuit are, you know you could just go pyro and press your right mouse button. Okay. Any comments on TF2 Gmod SFM animations? I don't watch enough of them to like know who the animators are. I don't really go out of my way to really consume that much TF2 content. So, they're pretty good. Who am I? Who are you? Yeah, The Wall is the album. Do I smoke weed? No, I don't smoke. I don't do any form of illicit drugs. I don't dabble in any of that. I keep my body clean. My body is a temple. Favorite fruit? I like apples. Apples are good. What's my weirdest opinion? I think everyone has weird opinions. It just depends on whose ears it's falling on, right? This band is called Lettuce. Lettuce, like the vegetable. Have I ever built any custom Bionicle creations I'm really proud of? Yes, I have one. I'm so glad you asked. Let me just go. Let me put the wife back to bed real quick. Hold on. Be right back. So I've made one custom creation. It's not Bionicle. If you remember Hero Factory, which was kind of the thing that came after Bionicle, I had a whole bunch of sets. From that. So there was a set called Two-Face. So let me show you what that looked like. So Hero Factory 2. So I thought this guy was really cool. All right. So here's Two-Face. He was pretty dope. All right. This guy was cool. So let me like a bigger image. Yeah, there we go. Here's Two-Face. This was a pretty cool set. I liked it a lot. But I'm like, you know what? This guy could be made a lot better, because whenever I envision a character like this, I always think of it like a big hulking mass of like a villain, like a really mean motherfucker, right? So what I did is I went out and I bought 2 of each of these sets, and I had a whole bunch of spare parts lying around, and I did like my own redesign of him. So I just made him the big burly motherfucker that he should be, right? So this is the route I went with him. So I just made him into this huge fucking hulking mass. He's got like hanging chains on him because he just busted out of an asylum, some crazy shit like that. So here you go. I made this. This was fun. I don't know. I had to do some really janky shit. So for example, like back here, his legs are so heavy that I had to add extra supports here to actually have them move. Otherwise it wasn't gonna work, because he would just fall over every time. So like the back armor lifts up so I can actually like put those things there. And then I took this from an old Exo Force set that I still have, and then I put that on there. As his arms are actually surprisingly strong for how many pieces are on each one. But and each leg has this leg has the piston to make sure it has the support structure for it. And this one is just double jointed, so it's really stiff, so it doesn't want to like slide or fall over. And again, the armor piece comes back and moves around, so I can fix it later. So there you go. There's the one custom creation that I have made. So I back up here. Don't fall. Okay, good. Opinions on the Persian Persuader. We lost a piece. Back on him later. The Persian Persuader is good only with full Demo Knight. Otherwise, it's useless. Do I have connects? Yeah. Or I did. Not anymore. What was my favorite TF2 promo? Easily Meet the Medic. Meet the Medic is the best one. Who did I commission for my Zest drawing again? His name is Mick Flary on Twitter. Mick. Let's see if I can spell this right. Mick Flary. Can I send that? Oh wait, that's the emote thing. Mick Flary. This is really good art. What is the plant behind me? This is a shit. This is a pothos plant. Pothos. I have several plants that I grow and take care of. Do I do analytical videos on TF2 weapons that I enjoy playing with, or weapons that offer something unique to gameplay? Mostly weapons that I enjoy using or weapons that I understand. But I also make sure that it's widely applicable, so so that it does actually bring something to gameplay. But yeah, it's a combination of both of those things. But I mostly focus on what I know and what I understand. I don't, again, like I said earlier, I don't want to give my thoughts or comments about something that I have no right to talk about because of an experience. So, yeah, that's basically it. Yes, I do really watch anime, and I've watched many titles. Ugh. Any pets? Yes, I have a cat. I have a cat named Echo. She's off and away somewhere right now. Favorite anime OST? For me, it's a toss-up between Akira and Trigun. Oh, shit. I can't pick one. I can't. It's hard. I can't just pick one. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? Waffles, my friend. Here, let me pull up another question that I have from this big Q&A thing. Here we go. How would I design a Demo Man Market Gardener? I think this person meant to ask, how would I buff the Caber? Remove the deploy speed penalty, make it deal mini crits while blast jumping, only while blast jumping, and give it a 30-second recharge like the Razorback does. The mini crits would bring its damage close to a normal melee crit when airborne, and it has, the added bonus of a blast radius, and that's it. That's all it needs. Have I watched Fully Cooley? Yes, I have. I love Fully Cooley. It's awesome. What do I think about free-to-plays? Free-to-plays make up a majority of the player base right now. About 90% of the people that play TF2 today are playing on a free account, or started playing on a free account and then bought something to turn it into a premium account. So I have the best question out of any of my own questions, and that are dumb. Why am I Big Joey's heavy IRL? Let that one slide. Any manga that I'm salty about right now? Shit, I don't know. I'm not really, yeah, a little bit. Witchcraft Works is kind of slowly coming to an end. And they did some more fan service, and I hate it when they do fan service. They've never had to rely on it. So, yeah. Would you send me a signed rock? I think that'd be difficult to do. Just send you a rock in the mail. Rocks are heavy. Am I teaching at all? I'm not teaching right now. So I'm actually on, I don't have to teach right now because I'm getting money from elsewhere. So I don't have to, either teach or be a research assistant in order to pay my tuition and have an income. So I don't need to worry about it. What do I think about Uzaki-chan? Great. I love the manga. I haven't watched the anime. I read more manga than I watch anime, actually. But Uzaki-chan is really nice. Very, very cozy and comfy to read. So, oop, I got a ping. I'm getting pings out the ass. What the fuck? Opinions on Soundsmith and Man's Guide. Soundsmith makes good videos. Man's Guide's aight. It's just good, just good content. If I send you my beloved hazard warning sticky bomb launcher, would I sign it? I try to limit how many weapons I sign because it gets to be too much, but I certainly can, sure. Best TF2 skin, in my opinion. You know, Archemo, I like the Liquid Asset. The Liquid Asset is the best skin in the game. It's the number one. It didn't get a Mark II, and I'm pissed, but the Liquid Asset is the best. Now, see, you want to get into semantics, argue about semantics. You want to do war paints and decorated weapons. Then the best war paint is Freedom Wrapped, my friend. What happened to my strange FN hot Ghost Town Medigun? So I traded that in part for a much bigger trade. So I traded that Medigun for a Robo-Active Villain's Veil alongside a strange factory new Isotope sniper rifle, cardboard boxed. And I traded that Medigun alongside something else. I think, I don't remember the actual the contents of the trade specifically. And then I turned around and I sold that Villain's Veil for $1,700 because I saw that as an easy way to cash out a very high value skin that I knew no one would want to pay that much money for. So I'm like, you know what? This guy wants it. I got the unusual, sold it for cash. Easy. So. Who the hell is Uzaki-chan and why is she everywhere? It's an anime called, you know, Uzaki-chan wa something. Uzaki-chan wa something. It's basically about a short, you know, a short woman with fat tits that people are getting really angry about. It's like, oh, short women can't have big boobs. Why? Why do people like the anime girl instead of me? So stupid. It's a fun manga. And then when it got an anime, it just got way more attention, and people were like, oh, why is this person having more fun than me? Wow, don't like anime girls, like real girls instead. Simp for me on Twitch. The only people that are angry about Uzaki-chan are, one, the people who simp for, you know, e-thoughts on Twitch, or the e-thoughts themselves. So, have I played Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yes, I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's so fun. My favorite album? I can't pick one favorite album, man. Off the top of my head, some of my favorite albums are both of the albums by the Wise Guys, Alive 1997 and Alive 2007 by Daft Punk. I really like Lettuce. Lettuce, their album The Force is really good. INF's album The Go Round is definitely one of my favorite albums, by far. What do you think of contract skins? Contract skins are really cool. It's just a shame it's so hard to get strange versions of them. So I like the Avalanches too, but I like Daft Punk more. I'm opposite of your opinion there, Mr. Davos. Have I seen the Monogatari series? No, I haven't. It just doesn't have the appeal for me to watch. I don't like it much. I like slice of life stuff more. You know, when things start to get weird or too sci-fi, I'm just kind of like, it's not immediately something I'm drawn into. So. Thoughts on Castlevania? Hard as fuck, but very fun games. Do I know how to speak the Minecraft enchanting table language? No, I don't. Unfortunately. Favorite SCP? Yeah, I like the interdimensional vending machine. The one that, like, you know, you push it, you say what you want, you push a button and it kind of gives you it. I like that one a lot. Let me see if I can pull out another question here. I'm gonna start wrapping up here in a minute, I think. I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, I could keep a good thing going and I could stream MVM on YouTube today instead of Twitch just to try something different. How do you guys think? Should I stream on YouTube today or should I go to Twitch for when I actually start playing TF2 later? What do you think? How do you feel? How do you figure? I'll wait for the delay to catch up. Twitch is much better. Yeah. I know there is a way to do both, but I don't know how to do both. I have to figure out how to set it up. I'm not sure. Both. Again, if I knew how to set it up, I would do it, so. Off the bed, see ya, man. Thoughts on 7 Deadly Sins? Eh. I don't know. I guess I'll go to Twitch later. We'll do Twitch later. So if you want to watch me stream MVM later, go to twitch.tv/zesty_Jesus. I'll just put the Twitch there. It's easier just to put it in the chat. So let me just, you know. There you go. Ignore the backslash because I'm dumb. So if you want to watch me there later, I will be live there later. And I will be more than willing to answer more questions when I actually start, so. On the whole skin subject, in your opinion, which skin, warpaint, etc. had the most potential but was sort of a waste for one reason or another? Spectral Shimmered, because it wasn't properly implemented with the Fong shaders and the warpaint, the scaling on the pattern was fucked up. It would have been so much better, but they fucked it up. It's a shame. Do I play on community servers? Mostly. I play some casual here and there, but I mostly play on community servers these days. So, opinions on pineapple pizza? It's very good. I like pineapple on pizza. Very tasty shit. Quite delicious. Oh man, I've been chatting for a while now. I think I need to take a break here. I need to take a break before I go on Twitch here, I think. So I'm gonna do one more question. Do one more question from the question pool that I pulled off of YouTube here. Let me see what it should be here. What is the one that is worth answering? Let's see. What do I got? Let's see, what is the one I want to... Here we go. So this one was kind of interesting. So this person asked me, there are disadvantages to being a TF2er. People don't react the same way in front of a well-known player in game. If I was able to stop one behavior that people have because I make TF2 YouTube videos, what would it be? And if I could keep one advantage of being a TF2 YouTuber, what would it be? So the one thing I hate about being a known content creator, in the loosest definition of the term, is that people don't treat me like they would treat anybody else. Many people either get like really excited, like, oh man, it's you, and they want to be my new best friend, or they go out of their way to try to make my life a living hell. So, you know, I do miss just being a normal person playing this game. So, you know, why people do these things specifically, I can't say why, but just, I like it when people treat me normally. I'm just a guy. Don't put me on a pedestal and take my word as law or infallible, or don't treat me like dirt. You know, I'm a human. I make videos about a video game. There's not much credibility to be gained in that, you know? I'm just a guy. So, yeah. One thing that I would keep is two things. One is the skill set that I have developed in programs like Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, After Effects, Illustrator, and learning all the other wonderful programs and things that I've used to, you know, make videos have actually largely helped me in my professional development as well. So there's that, and also being able to talk with all of you. It's really nice to actually have an audience to talk with. I've made a lot of good friends making content. I have people that want to talk with me and, you know, speak about common interests. It's fun. I like having an audience. I like speaking with people. Doing this sort of interaction, I feel like has really brought me out of a very stagnant and dark place in my life over the past few years, and I've really been able to bring myself up and out of where I was and back to how I used to be when I was a lot younger, a lot more outgoing, a lot more sociable. And I have you to thank, really. I have all of you to thank. You've helped me bring myself back out of a slump I was in for a long time. So being able to speak with all of you and making friends is definitely the thing I would keep from being a content creator. So again, all of you, I have you to thank. And I think I'm gonna cut it there. I think that's good enough. I'm getting a little hoarse. So yeah. Do I have any opinions politically? Yes, I think everyone has political opinions, and they're like armpits and noses. Everyone has political opinions, and they're not worth sharing because that's not what I'm here for. Oh, I'm greasy. Oh my god, I'm shiny. Where's my fucking rag? I have this moisturizer I use for my skin that just makes me so shiny. It's annoying as hell. I'm gonna be on Twitch later in about an hour or so. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna rest my voice for a bit. I will be back. So check me out on Twitch if you want. Shameless plug. Check me out on Twitter. Shameless plug. And I am working on a new video. It's in the works. I'm recording the voice lines for it tomorrow so I can get in my sound booth. So look forward to that. Peace out, guys. I'll see you later on Twitch if you want to watch. If not,